So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to kick off. The excitement
match.
already palpable. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. There's the whistle.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well,
And Gullit! Oh, what has happened here? Finds himself unceremoniously floored.
well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Beckham.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Mbappe. And this is Gullit. Gullit! And it's a goal!
Well, once more, can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
Well, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
Kachu! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And that could well leave a mark. It was all about the quality of the delivery, and they come away with nothing. And this is Shevchenko. Beckham does well to get it back. Mbappe. Oh, sweet feet. Beckham. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And the counter is on. And it's Beckham. He's a sharp little ball here. And
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Chance! They've scored! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! It is a good finish. The odds were against him, little matter.
Yeah, he won the jostle, and it was a very good finish, and I think he'll go away feeling pretty good about that one.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
He rises! Just off target.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Now that looks a decent ball. And he was alert to it. Now he's got space here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Hazard. Beckham. And it's been played through. Mbappe is having a shot! Yes! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
And that's it. Well, that's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me and to wish you all Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Red is the colour, the only colour. We bring you this game, of course, from Old Trafford, Manchester. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by linking the front and back.
Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man, Ruud Gullit?
That is true, definitely. He has the pace, the power.
And Shevchenko! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
Well, no goalkeeper would keep that out. It really was a bullet.
Well, that was hit with genuine ferocity. You just don't stop those, Peter.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Park Ji-sung really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
And this is Gullit. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Xabi Alonso gets a foot in here. Park Ji-sung hurtling down that right flank. And that pass just didn't quite work. Cannavaro. Beckham. Adams promptly onto that, and that is that. Can he get it through? Great ball if he can get there. That was superb goalkeeping.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. Climbs up big! Oh, what has happened here? And now they can spring out of defence. And he's only too happy to take that back. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far. Beckham. Passing is crisp and sharp. And it's Gullit. Great ball, and the finish! It's in! And this is getting better and better.
Yeah, to see it unfold as succinctly as that, it looks telepathic.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Gullit. Serginho in acres of space out wide. Beckham. Haaland. Mbappe. Oh, that's a fine interception. That's really well cleared. Adams. Kukçu. Now it's Shevchenko. Marquinhos calmly anticipates. And it's Serginho. It's a throw-in. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Now the cross, he rises! Another fruitless header.
Manchester United really need to convert one of these chances now. This service is good, but the finishing is pretty wasteful.
And a few accusing looks coming his way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Looking to play him in. Now it's Mbappe, face to face with the keeper. Chance, surely! It's anyone's ball now. A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. And here's Hullet. Now, can they get him away? Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Zanetti. Played through for the wide man. Serginho gets into a good position. Up he goes! Goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! What a header! Flashed in with the crispest of contacts.
Well, you've always got that threat when he's around. Great movement, and what a great header.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
Mbappe. Shevchenko looking to get on the end of this. That's a throw. Oh, that's superb. Knocks it back, and it's Beckham. Some really good ball movement. Mbappe! Terrific header! Oh, it's hit the post! Over to the left.
2 added minutes has
Serginho.
been indicated.
Kupchu. Hullet. Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
No, that's been intercepted. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? Beckham is the guilty party there. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. Piqué. Mbappe. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a pretty loose pass. Rodri. Nicely spread. Tries to pass it through. Oh, that's well spotted. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Chance for a shot! He has done it! Haaland duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
So the lead now is 2.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
He won't be happy with that one. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And a chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's there! And the lead is extended still further. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper. And that's it. Well, thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.
I'd like to draw your attention to the screen right now for information on our shuttle bus service.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then.
Gilberto Silva isn't always part of the conversation, Peter, when it comes to the greatest defensive midfielders of all time, but perhaps he should be.
Why is that?
Well, he was a very unique player. He had a brand of defending that was kind of truly his own. I mean, he hardly ever tackled. He just constantly stalked his opponents, forced them back, more of a repellent than a destroyer, if you like.
He's being judged, surely! Andrei Shevchenko, the great Ukrainian goal machine!
Well, this is already looking rather ominous for the opposition. When a player of his calibre can open up the scoring with a brilliantly classy finish, it could be a very long match for that defence to prevent it happening again.
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Well, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
So, a breakthrough already. It's a threatening ball. Nedved! Mbappe. So, what can they make of this? Oh, that's fabulous. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Hullet. And it's Hullet. And this is Drogba. Looking for the run. And he was quick to react. Rodri. Beckham. Now it's Haaland. And he cuts out the supply. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. That has been slung wide. Nice looking ball. And they can counter here. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Cruyff. Lahm. He is through here. He's found some space. Great ball, and he's in here. Haaland. And the counter is on. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. Nedved. And it's Cruyff. Hullet. Roberto Carlos. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. Beckham looking for a runner. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Drogba. Oh, it's come loose. And here's Drogba. Beckham.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Gilberto Silva. Now there's a fine ball. Mbappe. Beckham. Played out towards the right wing. Haaland. Showing good feet. Well, now here's a good battle. Bicep to bicep. Lofted in.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Half an hour played now. Passing nice and neat. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Rodri. And here's Haaland. Gilberto Silva does well to get it back. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Played into space. And this is Cruyff. Shot could... And the finish! It's hit the upright. That's a lovely, neat pass. Well, they can break here.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? It's a good foot in there. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Haaland. Looking for options for movement. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Now it's Cruyff.
There they go, hunting again.
Nothing wrong with that tackle, ball won cleanly. Dealt with nicely by the defence. And that'll be the last act of the first half. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead and that gives them something to build on after the break.
There's plenty of positives to take despite the lead being so small, Peter. I think playing well, good energy. A little more composure up front perhaps, that's not too much to ask.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And if you're just back from your break, you've missed very little of the resumption of the second half.
Well, it's been tight, Peter, but I'm expecting things to open up now and we get some free-flowing football.
Now this could be a chance. Haaland showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Drogba. Chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
He was berating his defence before making the save, and he's at it again now.
Now that's well seen too. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Drogba dominates aerially so often. He's a sharp little ball here. The referee has given a corner. And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. Oh, he's been caught napping! Real chance! Good hit, kept the keeper honest. It's their second corner of the game. Now it's Cruyff. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. That pass has been well intercepted. And this is Drogba. Rodri. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Can he get onto this? Leicester makes the interception.
Substituição em campo. Camisa 15. Camisa 18.
Lofted upfield. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
Bragantino really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Well, that's pretty clear. It is a foul. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Well, the players are flocking round their fallen colleague, and they look worried.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
Beckham with a real chance here.
Well, he may well be lining up the knuckleball here. It is
Beckham! David Beckham! An individual masterpiece! A finish of true class! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A true beauty of a goal, so brilliantly executed.
Well, he made it look effortless. Clearly a training ground perfectionist.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Flashes it across. Oh, the touch is just too thick. Could really have done without that.
Yeah, it all looked so promising until unexpected sloppiness intervened.
And he's being shifted off it. Now it's Cruyff, Ibrahimovic. Might be danger here. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Messi. And there's green grass ahead of him. Cruyff is flagged offside.
Teremos uma substituição.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos que tomem conta de seus filhos durante a partida.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion.
Hello,
the game yet to
everybody,
kick
and
off.
welcome to
The
today's
excitement
match.
already palpable. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. So that's got things underway. Well, there's the man we're all here to see, the thriller-minute Neymar. He really does turn every game into a showbiz occasion. So I wonder, Jim, what is in today's show?
Well, plenty, we hope, Peter. Being the kind of player who likes to take it upon himself to win, whether it's his vision and creativity or being more...
Climbs up big! Oh, somewhat off target. Has another go! Oh, it's come off the upright. Pedri gets it clear. And this is Hullet. Hullet! They score!
Well, one score, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Engages and forces him off the ball. They get a throw in. Hullet. Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there. Looking for options for movement. He has found the way, takes a shot, and it's come back out to him. They've scored! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, listen, last line of defence and you don't get it right, then you're paying a visit to your net.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Costa Curta calmly anticipates. Quarter of an hour played. Van der Ven does well to get it back. And that has sent him sprawling. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. He's a sharp little ball here. And Shevchenko! Relentless! Just relentless! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And that is fabulous! A true beauty of a goal!
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The div and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next...
Oh no, this does not look good. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Owen was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Well, I think it's good he took the opportunity to run at that back line. I'm sure it won't deter him either.
Gets a good foot in there. He's found a way through, and he's picked it up out wide. Van der Ven. He's picked his way through. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Rijkaard gets rid without sophistication. Zanetti. And it's Rijkaard. Now that looks a decent ball. Messi. Pedri. Shot could be on. And the shot! Now it's Hullet. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to play it through. Chance! Oh, brilliant save.
I think that's just more proof that this team is very comfortable playing on the break. They're really swift. Yeah, and he read it before anyone could follow up.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, that is one way to stop him. Now it's Haaland. Quality ball. Costa Curta kept his eye on it, and he's there. Now it's Hullet. Stood up well to him there. Messi. And they win it back again. Ronaldinho. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. Now it's Shevchenko.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Zanetti. And it's Pedri. It's Ronaldinho. Knocks it out wide. Played back in. Well, that's a clever-looking ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Nicely weighted ball. He can run onto that. Bullet! He's kept it out just.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Ronaldinho. No way through. Neymar. Looking for the run. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. And it's half-time here. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Lexington absolutely dominated that half, Peter, and now it's all about game management. There's no need to overstretch themselves. Just stay calm and see this one out.
Really has been an astonishing game, peppered with goals. You cannot help feeling that the second half will supply more. Here we go again then. Ronaldinho. And here's Owen. Good ball, good take. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Howson gets a foot in here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Hullet. Haaland picks out and the finish! And the keeper couldn't hold it. It's in! Yet another goal in an awesome performance. They are in complete charge. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, they say all goalkeepers are crazy, and after that, maybe there's some truth in it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Ronaldinho. Rijkaard. Now it's Neymar.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. That's really well manoeuvred. Tries the chance! And he couldn't keep it down.
Lexington really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Mbappe, Shot a goal! It's run loose, who's going to get there? A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Ronaldinho running with the ball. Manchester United have it back and can go again. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Shot, surely! It's there! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Manchester United grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Van der Ven has given away a free kick. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. Not the most accurate pass. No, that's been intercepted. Rijkaard. And it's Messi. Great vision. And this is Owen. Lovely ball and a real chance now. He's had a shot! Oh, taken with style. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Substitution on the field, number 99.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
37.
Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He is through here, and he shoots! He scored! And they are pulling clear here. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Neymar really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So now the difference is 3. He has a look up. Gets his head on it! He has done it! Satisfyingly simple. There's almost a sense of beauty to this.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and met it perfectly.
It's become a case of men against boys.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
16, Rodri. Coming on the field is
Pedri aimed beyond the defence.
Conte.
Adams did well to stay calm there. Shevchenko going full tilt down the left. And here's Beckham. Oh, what a mistake! It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Howson. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Rijkaard. Can he get on the end of this? Messi! They've done it! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Well, they have a goal, but it is surely too much to hope for a comeback.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Just 5 minutes remaining now. And this is Ronaldo.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has not gone well. Neymar.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Threads one in. Pedri looking to get on the end of this. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Manchester United have a free kick. Tempers are flaring. The referee really needs to get a grip again. Now there are plenty in the middle waiting for this. Cleared away. Bullet.
6 added minutes has been
Shevchenko.
indicated.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Messi. Good read, needed to be. Neymar. Conte. It's a searching pass. And he's intervened well there. And the shot's on here.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Neymar. He came in hard, very hard. Nicely spread. Can he get it through? Oh, that's a key interception. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was a shimmering, sizzling, scintillating game. The key characters glittered throughout. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Well, now it is, of course, something of a miracle that Christian Eriksen is still playing at this level, but we are certainly glad that he is.
Well, I don't think he's lost any of his quality either.
Certainly not, and 2022 was perhaps the year he truly came back properly. He was huge in ensuring that his new club came out on top in that famous London-Manchester rivalry. He was instrumental in setting up a couple of goals. Oh, that's fabulous. Cross needs to be good.
That was well seen too. Good clearance.
Borussia Dortmund on the counter-attack now. Looking to play him in. Now it's Eriksen. He's found the way. Eriksen! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
Azar. And here's Xavi Simons. And it's Robertson. And here's Xavi Simons. And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. Eriksen. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
And he's had it nicked away. Howson. Still goalless. He can run onto that. And this is Azar. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Robertson. Cross flung in towards the middle. Somewhat off target. Shot could be on. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. And it's Eriksen. Oh, super. And a chance! Goal! Borussia Dortmund! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Borussia Dortmund are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Borussia Dortmund have broken through. He's got tall. Oh, taken with style. Simons stood up well to him there. Robertson. Bale is someone with real dynamite in his boots. He's under a lot of pressure there. Pullet has it out wide and in space. And it's Beckham. Passing nice and neat. Borussia Dortmund trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to...
Tries a shot! He has done it! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Bale. That's Beckham. Cannavaro. And they've switched it over to the other side.
Well spotted.
And here's Mbappe. He is through here. Lofted in. Can he finish? He's got a goal! And the comeback is complete. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, it still had to be finished off, so well done to the goal scorer, but the keeper should have done a lot better.
So we have a breakthrough. Now Howell shoots! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Borussia Dortmund with the corner, they're first. And it's been taken short. And it's Carvajal. Great vision. Berry. Mbappe. Bale. And now the breakaway.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Aims beyond the defence. Tries to cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Carvajal is looking to influence the game from out what. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, what a comeback. Certainly I didn't see that coming, nor I think did many in this crowd. And we are up to the break.
Well, give me a moment to get my breath back. What a super half of football. Instant pack, goals, comebacks, and the match being turned on its head. Which way it's going to go from here, it's anyone's guess.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And we're off again. Foot in. Rijkaard going full steam down the flank. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Out of play for a goal kick. Beckham. Now it's Bale. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Carvajal. Can he get it through? Can he latch on to this? And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And here's Bale. Xavi Simons. Now it's Simons. Wasn't easy on the eye, but it's done its job. Bale thinks about the shot, and this bullet! And he hits the net! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So the lead now is 2.
They've seen the light, and the opposition have been left in the dark.
Mbappe. Now there's great chance! Yes! And the lead is extended still further. He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So now the difference is 3.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And he's there to make the challenge. So we've reached the hour mark. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Carvajal drives forward on the overlap. And this is Hazard. Out for a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 8, Mbappe. Number 18,
Messi.
Bale. Coming on the field.
Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he?
30,
Oh, it's
Messi.
taken out. That'll be a
Number
foul.
99,
Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Yeah, we guessed that this scenario could take place because he's up against pace.
And it's Azar. Azar going full tilt down the right-hand side. Pull it. That's a little off target. Ericsson. And here's Xavi Simons. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Played in deep. And he's there to clear it. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Beckham. And it's Hullet. Rijkaard wins the duel this time. Carvajal. Ball played for Rijkaard. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And he's being shifted off it. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Haaland, delicate ball, and it needs to be. Bergomi deals with that comfortably. They get a throw in. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being.
There they go, hunting again.
And the whistle has gone for a reckless challenge there. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So that's got things underway.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his...
He's having a shot! He's delivered all right! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Has a shot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's been caught napping. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Cannavaro with a definite foul there. Cannavaro has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. Lacking in accuracy.
Pirlo has totally shown his greedy streak, and the boss is not happy, I can tell you.
Beckham. It's a searching pass. Haaland receives it in a good big header. Oh, it's come off the upright. Bellingham couldn't squeeze it through. Nicely weighted ball. And the shot! Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Oh, shooting chance!
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And now they can spring out of defence. Beckham. Shevchenko plays it in. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. That is a great pick out. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, that's fabulous. Tries to pass it through. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well measured. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Back into the middle. And here's Mbappe. Oh, well played. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And he's worked it through. That is great defending, so alert. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter. Haaland really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a sharp pass. Haaland does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Almost half an hour in now. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Shevchenko. He's shifting through the gears here. And it's Vieira. Raul. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Piqué did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. That pass isn't the best. Oh, can he get onto this? Piqué cuts out the pass.
Lexington really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Vieira. Mbappe! Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Rodri wins the duel this time. Pirlo running with the ball. Bellingham. Mbappe. He's a sharp little ball here. Czech gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. Raul. At best. Now it's Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Shapes to shoot!
There will be 1 minute added time.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. He's got away with one there.
It's
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Well, I'm a little bit worried for them and the way they've looked in transitions, Peter. They've been a bit exposed, so they might be only one down, but they can't afford to have any more sloppy moments. Concede another, and we know it's an awful long way back.
Leading 1-0 at the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Lexington definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open in the early minutes trying to kill this off.
Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. He's in a great position here. Picked out brilliantly. Chance! Now, who's going to be first to this? Now it's Bellingham. Brilliantly cut out. Rodri. Piqué. Now it's Shevchenko. Raul. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bullet. Played into space. Oh, that's well spotted. Mbappe. Beckham. Well, that's not the cross he had in mind. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Oh, terrible pass. Looking for options for movement.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And here's Mbappe. Now it's Shevchenko. He's got away. Shevchenko. Good read, needed to be. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong...
He's got tall! No, couldn't quite control it.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
Substitution on the field. Number 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Number 99, Erling Haaland. Coming on the field, number 12.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off.
18,
Now it's Messi.
Substitution
Mbappe
taking place.
is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Cafu. Looking to go deep. He rises! It's hit the upright. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Mbappe. Oh, this is a very good run. There's the shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Substitution on the field, number 6.
So there's going to be another change here.
Ferry. Coming on the field is number
Shot,
37.
surely! And it's in! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Now that looks a decent ball. And it's Beckham. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Now it's come to nothing.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Collier. And this is Messi. Messi will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Cafu made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. And he's managed to get free. And that pass just didn't quite work.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
That has not gone well. Now it's Hullet, and he's picked out the run. He is, can he
2
finish?
minutes has been indicated.
Great build-up, it all deserved a better ending.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement. This is a Hollywood or bus corner. The final whistle is up next.
Climbs up big! Oh, what about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
With the owner of a blue
Thrilling,
car
nail-biting,
parked
perhaps
outside the stadium
frustrating
gate,
until the very
kindly
end.
remove it,
But we
as it is
do
about to be
have a
towed
winner.
away.
Well, this looked like it had a draw written.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. The San Siro for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. So it's down to business here.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at...
Oh, shooting chance! And that is wildly off target.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
So there's Massimo Otto, bit of an unsung hero perhaps, but certainly an integral part of an Italy side that conquered the world and a European champion for his club.
Yeah, and he did all that by being the picture of consistency and hard work, the way he nullified the threat of some of the biggest names in the game during his heyday, and that was really impressive.
I remember a lot of those performances really well. He gets the ticking off and needs to be very careful now.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Now, can they get him away? And that is expertly dealt with. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Milan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. No way through. That's been cut out, well played. And here's Neymar. Well, that's a little loose. And he's gone backward here. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Oh, that's well spotted. Pass somewhat off target. And here's Hullet. Rodri. And here's Neymar. He is through here. Neymar's cross.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
No way through, so back it comes. And the shot! Oh, it's coming in. And there's the shot! Neymar cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
Look, he could do with someone else taking responsibility to shift the target. He badly needs some help here.
Now it's Hullet. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Now it's Cruyff. Now it's Rui Costa.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Nice sequence of passes, this. And this is Neymar. Now the delivery.
Well played and well cleared.
Oh, good-looking ball. Approaching the half-hour mark. That had too much on it. Another throw-in. Chiellini goes long. And here's Mbappe. Lovely feet. Oh, it's come loose. And it's Hullet. Chance, surely! He's delivered all right! first blood drawn. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
A 1-0 lead established.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Rodri, it's a really well-measured ball. Gullit, well read, and the danger is averted.
Lexington really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
And decent chance! He scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
That was travelling. Modric, now it's Cruyff. Piqué goes sliding in. Neymar, now that looks a decent ball. Picked out brilliantly. Gullit unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Knocks it into space. Modric, well, that's surely a foul, free kick. And he is going into that little black book. Great defending, strong and determined. Gattuso looking for options for movement. Oh, nicely intercepted. That's a sharp pass. And it's half-time here. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go and they head into the break all square. So in they come for the break with nothing to separate them. The score 1-1. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
Lexington are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
And here's Gullit. Can he finish? Berry. Milan trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game because you try and absorb in numbers defensively and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. He's got away. Neymar could move up a gear here. Gattuso demonstrating his defensive quality there. We expected better, and so did he. Oh, this is a great... He's had a shot! Mbappe threads one in. Looking to play him in. Delivers the ball. Bullish header! He has done it! Into the lead once more. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
Numero 9.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And they can counter here.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Almost an hour gone. Now that's well seen too. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Hullet. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And he's only too happy to take that back. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Trife! It's in! And once more we are all square. You score, we score.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
And Hullet! Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Challenged just a bit on the firm side. He's a sharp little ball here. Rafael Leao, he's found a way through.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Now it's Shevchenko. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have...
Oh, he's been caught on it here! And he's on his way... Bullet! It's a goal! And they've got their lead back. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 21.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches.
Modric.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Yeah, all their effort pays off in the end. It just took that extra bit of dynamism to get them the goal they crave.
And he shoots! He'll be quick to recover this. That's a decent clearance. Aimed beyond the defence. Can he spark a counter here? Well, that has not gone well. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Van der Ven makes the interception.
sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 6. Lascia il campo per il numero 8.
Zanetti. Ball's out once more. Five minutes left on the clock. Pull it. Can he get it through?
Oh, well played, well sorted out.
Cannavaro getting this one clear.
I think we're just about done here. That is good alertness.
And here's Hullet. Now it's Shevchenko. And Hullet!
Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it.
Messi.
A player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. And the number on the board is 3.
Now it's Hullet.
That ball looks a good one. Real chance.
And the shot!
And that may well be that. That is that. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued to our seats from the very beginning.
Hullet
Picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, that's what you call a job well done. The hosts didn't make it easy. There was a fair bit of battling they had to do.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So it's away we go then.
I think in Christian Abbiati you have one of the best Italian goalkeepers of his generation.
Must be.
Yeah. Oh, on the international scene he's always been overshadowed, I suppose, by more illustrious rivals.
Well, he has, but regardless of all of that, you just have to look at what he's achieved.
A great shot stopper, very decisive and quick in one-on-ones, and just an excellent all-round command of the penalty box.
Cruyff.
And this is Ronaldo. Now it's Hullet.
Looking for options for movement.
He's got away.
He's got two.
He's scored!
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Brazil are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Now it's Bergkamp. Mbappe. And it's Gullit. To Beckham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, that's an excellent interception. Azar. Cruyff. Cannavaro demonstrating his defensive quality there. Played into space. Neatly clipped into space. And he's in on goal. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff goes on a run down the left wing. Oh, looks a smashing ball.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
First quarter of an hour gone. Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Brazil applying the press here, a high press.
Yeah, we see this so often these days, but it does demand an awful lot of work rate and, of course, the discipline, because it has to be with everyone. It can't be with one or two. If that starts happening here, it'll just fall away.
Yeah, and there are so much of them, but of course, it's a mighty effort! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
I think we can expect a few more of those now. Better timing was all that was required.
Well read, nice interception. Messi. It's played through for him. That is a crunching tackle. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he is going into that little black book. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not...
Goes for a shot! And how good was that? That is a gem! An absolute gem! Brazil are back in business.
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there.
And a chance! It's in! Into the lead once more.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Aims beyond the defence.
Shoots! Really well taken goal.
And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Mbappe. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides...
Big chance!
Oh, he's been caught napping! That's very disappointing, it has to be said. Azar. Mbappe. And he plays one through. Shot could be on. And the shot! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
There was to be only one outcome.
Well, was there ever any doubt? It made it look like he's done it over and over and over again, and
Shevchenko! And he was there to get a vital touch.
really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Bruno claims comfortably. Right, Shevchenko. Ah, that's a fine interception. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Rodri goes steaming forward. Shot, surely! It's in! And they've got their lead back. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
And that'll be the last act of the first half. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this. Well, time to catch your breath after a manic first half. Goals, goals and more goals, but only one between them. Whistle goes, and we start the second half. And this is Ronaldo. Mbappe. Oh, this is a terrific run. Baresi deals with that comfortably. And here's Mbappe. Vieira. Now it's Mbappe. Well, they could break here. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, no joy this time. That's going to go a long way. And that has earned a reprieve for the time being. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Right, Shevchenko in with the challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. And it's Shevchenko. Mbappe picks it up out wide. And it's hoisted clear. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined.
Oh, terrible pass. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Now it's Hullet. Chance here to counter. And this is Hullet. Nicely weighted ball. Hullet. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Vieira. Rodri wins the duel this time. Oh, super. Mbappe! Quality ball. He's had a shot!
Teremos uma substituição.
Shot a goal! And he hits the net. 2 up now, and they are cruising. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Back when it goes. And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked...
And that's it. And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin. A very good evening to you all.
Senhoras e senhores, vamos todos desejar felicidades aos nossos sócios torcedores.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. There's the whistle, and here we go. Well, plenty has been said and written about Steven Gerrard's many talents, but if you had to pick out one strength in particular, Jim, what would that be?
His never-say-die leadership, something that's shone through in so many crucial moments.
And it's about more than just the critical goals he's scored down the years.
It's about having the strength to keep going no matter what, and the ability to inspire your teammates to do the same.
Goes for it! And it's come back out to him. Serginho gets rid without sophistication. Now it's Neymar. He is through here. And here's Eto'o. Oh, that was vital. Now it's Haaland. Mbappe. And it's Beckham. And smartly reclaimed. Beckham touches it back. Tries to play it through. Shot at goal!
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Can he get it through? And a chance! He's delivered all right! Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Haaland really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Ha segnato al 13° minuto, numero 99.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Tries to pass it through. Shevchenko. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Shevchenko. Khan claims it, safe hands. Now it's Shevchenko. Gerrard plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. No, that's been intercepted. That's a shade optimistic. Rodri. And it's Beckham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Gerrard. Atalanta applying the press here, a high press. Neymar! Rodri. Beckham. Pull it. Shevchenko.
Shevchenko really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Ambitious ball here. That looks a cracking ball. He's got away.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that's definitely not his best. Beckham. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's Neymar. Looking for options for movement. And he shoots! It's off target and by quite a way.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
He's found a way, takes a shot! All right on the edge of the penalty area, what's he giving here? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. To square things up. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
That's a good penalty. Made the keeper commit early and set himself up for quite a comfortable finish.
Per l'Atalanta. Ha segnato al 34esimo minuto. Numero 9.
That has certainly made things interesting.
This is exactly the kind of contest you'd expect when you have so much class from both sides. The next goal is going to be so significant.
That's a cute ball. Nicely worked. Now it's Darwin. Oh, that's a foul, and the whistle's gone. Oh, no messing about. It is red.
Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul. Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
Neymar! He went for the corner.
Serginho. That's Beckham.
And he thumps it clear.
They're back in possession and ready to go again.
Beckham.
Well, it really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, shooting chance! Marvellous goal!
They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Shapes to shoot! Really well taken goal. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So all square, and not for the first time.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Eto'o. Played into space. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. And that'll be the final action of the first half. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. There's the whistle then to start the second half.
And this is Shevchenko. Now, can they get him away? Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Gerrard.
This is the time you need that pace.
Now it's Hullet. He's being urged to shoot.
And Shevchenko!
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, there wasn't too much wrong with his effort. He needs to get on the ball again and give it another crack. I would.
That's a sharp pass. Looking for the run, and he's in on goal. Rodri tries to clear. Rodri defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, he's been caught. Chance! Superb goal!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that.
Big chance!
They've got to be quick to recover this.
Cleared without complication.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. That's going to go a long way. Picked up Shevchenko! Now, who's going to be first to this? Khan trying to keep this in. And it's Beckham. And Beckham! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Beckham brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required. Lexington are clearly enjoying a very good...
Tries a shot! They've done it! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion.
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do...
Decent chance!
He's coming under serious pressure here.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He's a sharp little ball here. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Oh, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense. Neymar could try cutting inside here.
Big chance!
It's fallen loose again! That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Hullet. Beckham. Beckham. And he plays one through. He's shifting through the gears here.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
It looks as though the ref has given a penalty. He has.
So a big chance now from 12 yards.
To increase the lead.
Calm as you like, and they're running away with it.
Not a twitch, not a blink.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Serginho. Now it's Shevchenko. Nicely weighted ball. That ball looks a good one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Now that...
And the shot! In for the pieces! They've scored!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
Numero 19, numero 4, Gerrard. Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, Messi, il numero 8.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually. Atalanta give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Van der Ven cuts out the pass. Bale. Hullet. Oh, nice touch. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Threads one in. Robertson providing an outlet on that flank. That's a throw. Bale. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? And this is Shevchenko. And it's Messi. Clipped into space. Shoots! And it's in! Late drama! Late goal! This will be one frantic ending! That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
That's brilliant control, Peter, from an awkward height too. You know, it's great improvisation here.
And yes, it's him again.
Attenzione, un cambio.
So there's going to be another change here.
I think you have to admire his willingness to keep plugging away, but the manager has done him a big favour, I think, by taking him off. You know, he was looking very, very leggy.
Atalanta give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
That has been cut short. Doué, good read, needed to be. Xavi Alonso. Hullet. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Doué. Can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free. Goes down, but nothing given. Xavi Alonso. Now it's Bale. Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. Now it's Doué. Doué goes steaming forward.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real...